these. Okay guys, we've decided to make our way to, is it Boonara Tunnel?
I can't remember.
I think it's, we'll tell you the proper name. I think it's Boonara Tunnel.
It's not Boonara.
It's up near
Mount Perry.
Mount Perry. So we're just a bit of a dirt road. We're taking the back road, so you can see out the front here. It's basically like this most of the way. Just drive to the conditions and you'll be right. If you watched my other video, you would have seen we were at Mingo Crossing, so it's not far from there. Once you leave Mingo Crossing, you just follow the road towards Mount Perry, and you'll find your way to this tunnel. But not a bad little road. It's nothing hard. Just it's actually quite smooth, to be honest with you. A few times I've been down here, it's been pretty rough, but they must have graded it. So we'll head going a bit further and we'll show you a bit more in a minute. Cheers. Yeah, so we're at Mount Perry now. First place you come to is the cemetery when you drive in off this road, but I suppose it's the old saying, something about the centre of town. But nice little town, only a quiet little town, one of those little bush towns. We'll see what we can find up here. I sort of remember there was an old mine or something up here and a bit of a museum, so we'll see if we can find it and show it to you, and have a look around over here, and we'll show you a bit more in a minute. Okay, we just pulled up in the main street of Mount Perry, and see the FJ there. But there's a little museum here. It's not open at the moment. Might be with COVID and all that sort of thing. But we've been in there, a nice little spot, and there's a little bit of a museum here about all the mining and that they used to do here. So a bit of an old shed here, and a bit of a mining equipment, and I think down the back here is where you actually walk up into the old mine, so we'll see if we can find it and go for a bit of a walk up there and have a look around and check it out. So there's a bit of old mining gear here, and so a great little spot, like I said, not far. It's only like 20 k's, 25 k's from Mingo Crossing. And some great old equipment here yesteryear. Old rock crusher there, pulverizer. Would have had a big steam traction engine onto there, and then those things there, they spin around and lift up these pistons, and they drop down in here, and inside there would be some big crushers, and it crushes all the rock up, and that's how they get all the ore and that out. So great little spot, and then little bloody harvesters and ploughs and all sorts of things here, so great little stuff. So we might go for a walk up there and see if we can have a look at that old mine site up there. Cheers. You can see there's an old tram there they're doing up. So this is all new. This wasn't here last time we were here. So obviously it's a community group and doing a bit of restoration stuff. So that should be a great little thing there to have a look at once they get it all done. And got the shed there, and a bit of an old water pump there. So we're going to make our way up Dingle Street here and up the ramp and see what we can see up here. Annie's coming back now, so I don't know whether she's looked at it already or, but we'll go up here and have a look, eh? Cheers. Okay guys, we've walked from down there, that's where the tram was, and we've just come up here, and you can see down in there, this is all part of an old copper mine. This is what the town was founded on. So you can see parts of the old buildings down there, and what's left up here is where all the machinery and everything was located. So you can see all the old concretes or base from where the plant was. It's all sort of rocks or something, all big square blocks of rock, and they're all just laid out everywhere to form the foundation for where they would have had the mine. You can see up in the back up there, there's part of the old mines there, and over here there's parts of the old probably chimneys and things like that where they would have melted stuff down. There's old bricks lying here everywhere. You can see the old church up on the hill up there. It's sort of a eerie looking place. I think in here, from memory, there was some literature. They probably bring school groups up here and teach them all about everything. So there's a heap of stuff there. Like you can see there on that one photo there, it shows you all the mine shafts and everything that were here. So, and gives you all the depths and everything like that. And rich copper was discovered on Mount Perry in 1867, and the Mount Perry lode was opened up, commenced in 1873. They had a blast furnace here. In 1984, work on the mine as well, smelting ore. In 1901, Queensland Copper Company formed, purchasing 160 acres. So there's a lot of information there, tells you all about it. And it looks like they finished up in 1917. So yeah, you can see what they did to the town here, like how open it was. And there's the Mount Perry itself, and you can see all the mine shafts right under all the mountains here. So go everywhere around here. So, and there's a heap of old photos of all the miners. Look at all those blokes, would you? All sort of bowler hats and jackets, and yeah, it's 31 degrees here today, and I'm walking around in shorts and a shirt, and these guys are working underground in hot, humid conditions. And you see some of the young blokes, and well, not young blokes, but young kids and teenagers today, they wouldn't work in an iron lung. And you look at some of these young people in these photographs, you know, it was a hard life back then. So another great little spot to come and visit. Like I said, we're going to head up to the tunnel soon and have a look at that as well. That was sort of infrastructure that was built to cater for these mines here, because they needed some way to move all the ore and all the stuff that they needed. And they actually put in a rail line from Brisbane right up through to Mount Perry and up even further. So yeah, so well worth coming and visit. So I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll show you a little bit more in a minute. Cheers. I'll just show you down here through the fence. You can see these funny shaped like rocks or whatever they are. That must be all the slag and that out of the where they had the pots and had it all melting. So you can see there's all sort of a funny shape, and some of them have got letters and that sort of melted into the side of them, and so it's very interesting. So yeah, well worth coming up and checking out. So we'll head off and make our way back to the car and get going on the road again. Okay, we've just left Mount Perry. We're about 11 k's out, and there's a turn off to your right, and it says Tunnel Road marker number 6 on the tourist drive. So you're looking for that one. You can drive the tar road up even further and turn in off the main highway if you want to. This will bring you out on one side of the tunnel, and you can go up on the highway, and I don't know how long the dirt road is off that side or how far up it is, but we're going to take this one today. There's a few gates you got to open, so just make sure because you're going through unfenced property with cattle, and you've got to make sure you close all the gates once you go through. So we'll follow this road for a while, and we'll show you a bit more when we get a bit closer. Okay guys, we've made it to the tunnel, so we'll turn the lights on so you can have a look. So this was hand dug, hand blasted. I think they brought a train up from one side, brought another train up from the other side, and they both started at either end and made their way through. So she's quite long. And to think all that earth sitting on top of you, just waiting to collapse. And he's getting ready to run. So it's well worth coming and visiting though. It's a good little spot. There's a few bats in here. Micro bats or whatever they're called. So it'd be nice and cool out there, I betcha. So we're just about at the end of it. That was a pretty easy drive up there. We'll go down here a little bit further because there's a little information area down here. And we'll pull up there and then we'll come back and have another look at it again. So how's it pronounced? Boolboonda. Boolboonda tunnel. So however you want to say it, that's how it says. So I was sort of close when I was talking about it down there at Mingo Crossing, but we'll have a bit of a look at the sign here and then we'll go have another look at it, eh? Hey guys, well like we were just showing you driving through the tunnel there, we're at Boolboonda tunnel, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Looks like Boolboonda tunnel. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Maybe someone can, I can't. But yeah, constructed in 1883 till 1884. The tunnel was constructed as part of the railway line from the north, Bundaberg, to Mount Perry, which objective was opening up the mineral and agricultural resources. So like I said, when we were back in the town there in Mount Perry, we're at the copper mine. It was so that they could run all the iron ore and copper and all that from there up to Bundaberg and then probably on to Brisbane and to all the other ports wherever they took it from. So you can see there's a bit of literature there. I'm pretty sure what I've read about this, it was they started digging on the other side and mined half of it out, and then they started on this side and they met in the middle. So it was a pretty you know, big venture back then in 1883. So we'll just go for a walk down here now and have a look at the tunnel itself, eh? Annie's down there taking some pics, but we'll probably end up driving back through there and come back the same way we come and show you another drive back through the tunnel this way. But you can drive, there's a road on the highway out there and comes in here, and you can drive in here, and it's probably not as narrow as this way, but you can see the tunnel down there where Annie is. No longer in use obviously, but just a tourist attraction now. So it's another great spot to come and check out around in the area here. You know, whether you're in the South Burnett or you're travelling up to Bundaberg or any of those places, this is another great stop off on the way. Well worth coming and visiting. You can see a car. There was a lady we met down the in Mount Perry there. She's followed us up here, and that's her van down there, and she's coming through now. She'll drive through. She's got a little dog named Mouse, and you can see all the little native bats in there flying around. A few butterflies. What were you saying, Annie?
It stinks of bat shit.
It stinks of bat shit a bit. But yeah, it looks beautiful. So there you can see the tunnel there, and you can see the car coming up through there now. They haven't got their lights on. She just put her lights on there now. You might be able to see them. And got her spotties on as well. And she's coming up through here now. So I just thought I'd show you inside the tunnel here. So when you actually walk in here, it looks a lot lighter. It looks like you actually got headlights going. And you can see on the roof here, the smoke from the steam trains that used to come through here. It's still got the black charring all over the top of it. And you can see the little tiny nests from all the animals and that live in here. It's beautiful and cool in here. So absolutely fantastic. So, you know, really worth coming and checking out if you like your train history or if you just like history in general. So, you know, it's really worth walking in here and just admiring it all and just imagining the workers here carving all this out, probably not for much money, and trying to make their way from one side to the other. So we'll head back out now and we'll finish off, eh? Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these little trips we're showing you and showing you all these sites you can see. This is a great one. So I've been wanting to come up here for ages and show you this one. If you want to know anything, leave me a message in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay safe, be kind to each other. We're probably just going to head back home now and make our way home, have some lunch and sit down and relax for the rest of the afternoon, and I'll probably do some editing, get some of these edited out for you. So cheers, see you on the next one.
Looking out for each other, the caring kind. Did you study hard when you were in school? Did you break your heart?